Hi, we're live. Ooh. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Drone Therapy Season 5, Episode 45, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, predictions and suggestions. Basically, what it was is, we know that people are probably... Where am I getting that weird feedback?
A Disney movie is starting.
It's Bob. It's Bob. Yeah, it's like Bob's in a Disney movie.
Yes.
Bob's in a Disney movie. That was so cool.
I love that.
Like, what was going on? All right, so basically the show tonight is we're going to tell you where we go for looking for like bargain deals, and we've actually found a few bargains, a couple bargains here and there that we're going to share with you. We've got a few FPV deals, and as you can see, we even have Bob, who is on his way to somewhere very special to be coming up in a few months. Oh, he's needing a moment. He's got to converse with some people, so he's muted at the moment. He's got to go talking over to people. So, but anyway, we're going to throw it around the room and let everybody say hey and what's going on. I'm going to go first to John Cuppi.
Hey guys, what's going on? Getting ready for Thanksgiving, getting ready for Black Friday. It should be fun. We're going to hopefully help you guys save some money tonight. So,
hey, Joshua
yeah.
Cuppi.
What? Joshua Cuppi. Well, you're going to learn something today, okay? You're going to learn about all the Black Friday deals. So, I'm going to go ahead and now throw it over to Ron Brown.
Thank you, John. Yes, welcome everybody out there in the chats tonight. Glad you're here joining us, and we will try to provide some deals. I don't know who's looking for a deal out there, but I'm sure we have the best deals in town. So I will throw it over to Bryan.
I wasn't expecting that.
I know. I
thought it was. I was quick on the
spot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm over here. Oh, I don't think the camera's right. No, that's Ron's covering for me, so that's good.
I don't know. I think you got a little shine on your nose.
I know, right?
Oh, makeup, quick.
So,
is it cold in there? You got the fireplace and there's snow, I can see.
Yeah. Actually, they're calling for snow here in Texas Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. That could end badly.
Houston, but, oh, well.
So
but,
what's up
no, I'm just glad to be here, part of the conversation. And I have no idea who to turn it over to because I can't see them.
Marcus is good. There we go. I'm going to go to Marcus next because I see that Bob he's masked up and muted, so I will go to him right after Marcus. Marcus, how you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Hey, so I've been out flying today is what I've been doing, right? What do we do with drones? It was cold in Idaho today. High of about 40 degrees, low in the 20s. My fingers got awful cold flying today, but I flew the Mavic 3, and I did a big update on the Xeno Mini Pro and took it out and gave it a fly too. And I made a list of Christmas drones that we can talk about later on tonight, Bill.
Very
Marcus,
cool.
how did Nano Plus fly for you today?
I wish I had the Nano Plus, Ron. It should be here. Well, I can tell you this. I've got a drone arriving tomorrow. The Hubsan Xeno Mini SE arrives tomorrow. And then I'm hoping to have that Nano Plus Thanksgiving week or shortly thereafter, Ron.
Oh, very
Great
cool.
news.
Oh, Thanksgiving week? The Nano Plus?
Yes.
Is that what you just said? Wow.
Next
I didn't think
week.
they were shipping. I didn't know they were shipping quite that quick. All right, and over
I
to
didn't know either.
Bob.
Hi there.
How you doing, Bob?
It's Baba Claus.
Yeah, Bob
Trying
Claus.
to get to the North Pole from my retreat in Las Vegas. And I'm currently in the middle of the Caribbean Sea here. I'm in between. We left Jamaica a few hours ago, and we're headed to the Bahamas.
Man! And
So I don't know if you can see the ocean moving behind me.
yeah, you can.
And the window.
You can.
Here.
That's awesome, man. Oh wow!
I can't believe it.
I can't believe how we were talking about before we went live that how great your Wi-Fi is to be on the boat in the water.
It is amazing. It's a satellite internet connection, so maybe Elon is making this work.
Wow, the Musk drop. Yes, there we go. Anybody got any questions for the man in the sea?
Yes. What boat are you on?
What boat are you on?
I'm the Meraviglia, MSC Meraviglia, it's called. It's a gargantuan ship. Normally it's about 5,000 people could be on this ship. And right now there's 800 passengers and 1,100 employees.
Wow.
So, I mean, we'll never have this kind of condition again, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Bob, how was the weather in Jamaica?
Perfect. Today was perfect, really. It was raining hard all night last night, and it rained a little bit this morning, but it cleared up and it was gorgeous. I went down a river on a bamboo raft today.
Wow.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Wow, on a bamboo raft. That's cool. Very cool.
Yep. A lot of fun.
Well, that's awesome. So, Bob, I tell you what, anytime you feel like you want to jump in or add anything, if you got a mute or whatever, just feel free to do that. Ron, I want to ask you real quick, did you have any toy drones that you had come up with, or is yours part of Marcus's list?
Well, I don't want to take credit for Marcus's list. I really haven't.
No, we can share, Ron.
Well, no,
we can share.
the only toy drone I purchased all year was the Hebe drone. That's the only
Well,
one.
the only reason I did that is because I kind of figured that Ron didn't really have any. So I figured that he would be like, yeah, Marcus and I talked about that one. Yeah, Marcus and I talked about that one. We talked about that one some too. And that way we can just
share.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care.
Bill, when it gets to the point, I can tell people what drones not to get.
Hey, that's even better. We were talking about that.
One of those is on my list.
Okay, since you all brought that up, before we get started on where we find drones and everything like that, Bryan's not here. I kind of was thinking that Bryan may or may not be able to make it in. Hopefully, he might be able to make it in a little bit later. I have sent him the link. So if you haven't, just reach out to Bryan and say, hey, I hope you're doing okay. But I was wanting, since both of them have the Xeno Mini Pro, I wanted, since Marcus is the one here that I know has it, what is your honest opinion of that drone right now?
Listen, I flew it today after the latest update, and I just now got a chance to look at some of the footage, Bill, so I haven't completely. I can tell you this, the flight went great. It flew fine. It's the best flying drone that Hubsan has ever produced. But I did notice on some of the footage, while it's better than it was, there's still a little bit of jello in it, a little bit of wiggle once in a while. So, I don't know. And at that price range, I'd say, to me, that's unacceptable. If it was a cheaper drone, it might be a little bit different. And I don't want to it's not horrible, but it still shouldn't be there.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and you did say it's the best flying drone that Hubsan's ever made. It's
a
lot better than flying it into a curtain.
Obviously, that's by far, but there's not even close.
Okay, before we really get diving into this, that was cool. I wanted to hear that. We know that the Xeno Mini is not a complete dud. Let me run over here into the chat and yell out some names. We got Idaho Quadcopter. I think I know that guy. Lone Star UAV. Matt Bagwell. Fly Zone Drones. Recovery 1 drone. Sorry, Dre. I got it correct the second time. Blazed here, Ken. Good to see you. BMAX Aerial Visual. Ron Brown. FSU grad DeMarco. Mr. J's RC. Maddie's Drone World. Ron usually goes back and helps me see if there's somebody I've missed. Let me go keep going back. Arco Drone Solutions. Let's say Matt Bagwell. Drone Anu Visuals. Glad to see you in here a little bit earlier. Patrick Sutton, good to see you. Keep going back. Keep going.
Don't miss Hot
Nemo.
Rod Daytona.
Excuse me.
Don't miss Hot Rod Daytona.
Hot Rod Daytona. Okay, is it down towards the bottom or did I? Because I'm back towards the top.
He popped in just a few minutes ago.
All right, Hot Rod Daytona, Phantom Flight 101, Bob Casey Aerial, AZ Drone Dude, good to see you. Flying Flynn Media, good to see you in early. Okay, if I go on my way, drone shots all the way in there. Okay, good. Hey, Bryan got in. Yes, cool. Hey, Bryan made it in. Okay. No, okay. Sorry, Bryan, to come right in and do it this way. But since I know Marcus has already told us, and I know you have one, what is your honest opinion of the Xeno Mini Pro?
Yeah, not much.
Welcome in, Bryan.
Welcome in, man. Hey, before we start, I want to say something real quick. My fire alarm has been on the fritz today, so if it does go off or something, don't worry. I will just have to quickly get off of here and get it turned off. It hasn't gone off for the last 3 hours, but I totally spaced on mentioning that in my intro.
If suddenly you burst into flame, we should call 911.
Yeah,
No.
911.
No, there are no FPV battery fires over here. It's all fine. It's just a really weird false positive. I think I solved it by blowing them out with a can of air. Hopefully that fixed the problem. But yeah, if it goes off, don't freak out. That's all. Sorry, I forgot to put that in my intro.
Thanks for that disclaimer.
I forgot to put that in my introduction. Once we get in there.
But we do call 911 if you suddenly burst into flames.
But I mean, yes, if you see flames and smoke, yes, obviously. But
I thought for a minute we were just supposed to watch you burn. I didn't know.
Oh yeah, thanks.
And we said
You're getting coal for Christmas. Right? Bob, is Bill getting coal for Christmas?
What?
Yeah,
coal. Lots of a big black.
Lot of coal for that one, Bill.
Yes.
A lot of coal.
What? That's okay. Me and my coal will be fine. We'll be fine. But I need to fly. I really need to fly. That's the thing. Yep. Hot Rod in Daytona. I see Hot Rod. Yes, I do. Geeks Vana. Oh God! Wait! Geeks Vana.
Oh my God!
Actually, guards at the prison trying to track Cuppi down and take him back to his cell. We need to stop this monster.
If only I had said that at the beginning of the show, Geeks Vana wouldn't probably have heard it.
It was like his alarm. Cuppi
I know.
Speaks. And he wakes
John
up.
and Sean.
Oh, it's gone back for a year now. It's gone on for a year now, I would say. So anyway, all right. So first off, Bryan, do you have any drones that you want to talk about that would be good for, or any turds that you wanted to talk about before I unleash Marcus with his list?
No, go ahead and unleash Marcus.
All right, very much cool.
Unleash.
Go ahead, Marcus. What do you want to? You want to share with me?
I'm gonna click share here, Bill.
All righty.
Full screen. Tell me when you got me.
How about now?
Right now. Okay, let's start off on the Banggood page. And if you are seriously into bargain drones, if you're really on the lower end here, I would start with the MJX B20. It's a good flying drone. It does not have a gimbal on it. It has electronic image stabilization, but it works quite well. Now, it will only cope with fairly slow flight, so you have to have it in slow speed for it to keep the video stabilized. But it's decent video. There's no jello, etc. And let me do a quick search here, and I'm going to get you to the next one. And sorry about that. So the next one in line is just the regular SJRC F11. In that bargain price category, and this one's $206. It's the best of, I guess you'd call them the toy drones. It actually flies pretty good. The gimbal actually works pretty good, and it's got decent jello-free video. Now, that one is at you can see there $205.99. So that's a little bit lower price. Let me go get to the S model here. So here is the upgraded version of the same drone, $250. The only difference is this one is said to fly 3 kilometers, and it's supposed to have also FPV range of 3 kilometers. Now, let me tell you, I have the drone right here. I took it out to fly it the other day, and I didn't get to test that because the gimbal is pointing straight down. So I've been working with the kind folks at Banggood and SJRC to see if they can resolve that issue. But these SJRC F11s, I think, are a pretty reliable product because I know a lot of people have them. I've heard really almost nothing but positive about this one in the chat and so forth. So I suspect that the one that I have a problem with that they sent me, I think is an anomaly. Now, my friend Ron Brown is probably going to choke on his Cheerios when he sees this one. But the next one I have in line here is the FIMI X8 Mini.
Oh no! Come on, man! What? No way!
Just let me finish. Let me finish. For $329, and as you know, I went through 4 of them to get one that actually was decent. But the one I have now is a pretty decent little drone, and I enjoy flying it. And Brian, I need you to chime in. Yours was pretty good right from the start, right?
I really like mine.
Yeah. Now, Ron, you need to tell your story because Ron had a really, really bad experience with this.
Mine won't even fly now, so maybe I got 4 or 5 flights in, and it won't even start up and take off anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it never flew well. You know, it was always the gimbal went straight down. It wouldn't calibrate right. It never did one thing right from the first 3 or 4 flights I actually did get in.
To be fair, Ron, I think that a lot of people who bought the first batch of FIMIs got screwed. I got screwed. You got screwed.
That's right, John. I forgot. You had a bad one too, but now our friend Ryan Duvall, his was pretty good.
Yeah, and he was first batch. But it seemed like getting a bad one from the first batch was a higher chance, was less the exception, so to speak.
Well, it only took 4 of them for me to get.
Yeah, I mean,
it's okay.
Yeah, so maybe by now you can get something that it worked the way it should have from day one.
The reason I put it in there is because at that price point, it's pretty good, and it's the best camera that FIMI has ever put on a drone, and in my humble opinion. So you guys are gonna laugh at this at the next one I have here, and I'm putting the Xeno Mini SE on the page here because of this price point, $349. And I'm supposed to get that drone tomorrow. It's supposed to arrive tomorrow via FedEx, and then I'll be able to tell you a little more about it. But I suspect, my suspicion is that it'll be the sweet spot of the Xeno Mini drones because it's not trying to do obstacle avoidance. It's not trying to do all that other garbage. It's just a basic drone. It has the camera with a smaller sensor on it that I think Hubson has a lot more experience with. So my hope is that it will take some better video. And the reason I put it on there is because it has so many of the features that people are after. It'll do tracking and a lot of those features that folks complain about that DJI doesn't have in their mini drones. So the last but not least here.
What? Give me just one split second, Marcus.
Yeah.
I want to jump over to Bob real quick because I do believe he said it was dessert time. So I think he wanted to tell everybody goodbye before he went and ate some dessert. So I went to you, Bob. Go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to say hello and goodbye. Unfortunately, we got a table with about 14 people together, and my wife and I are the host of this event, and we're going to jump off here. But thank you, everybody.
Hey, Bob, save me a slice of cheesecake.
Ron said save him
cheesecake.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll do it again soon, Bob. Hopefully, we'll see you. Oh, excuse me. We'll see you after Christmas, I guess. Wink, wink.
Oh, yeah, well, I'd like to jump on during Christmas here.
Okay,
so
that would be great.
We'll figure out a time when I can do it in full costume and make a big deal about it. Okay.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Thank you very much.
All
You have a
right.
wonderful
Guys, you
dessert.
take care.
Thank you.
All right. And now, as Marcus said, last but not least,
Back to the show. So, listen, this is the choice. Of all the drones that I've mentioned, this is the one I would tell you to buy because it is just a solid product. It's got those really great DJI flight controls. It takes, I would put the 2.7K video that this thing produces up against any of the 4K of those other drones that I mentioned by far. Way better, flies better, everything works right out of the box, and it's only $299. The DJI Mini SE, you can get it on Amazon, and as their little sign there says, it's Amazon's choice. So
here's your get. Dre's got a question for you. Are any of them better than the DJI Spark?
yes.
What would you? All of them? One
No,
of
the
them?
Mini SE. The Mini
Okay.
SE. Yep. Yeah, that's what I would say there.
Very cool. All right. So, and we'll change things up a little bit. I'm going to let John go here, and I'm going to get one of these shared up here and let John tell you about it. We'll go a little FPV action for a little bit. Where am I? Here we go. We'll go RDQ first.
Yeah, so race day quads. If you're in the United States, right now they're doing some pretty awesome gift card deals on quads. The Nazgul is the one on the left there. They're giving you $150 toward store credit for that one, and you get the credit when the item ships. So you'll order it, then the next day it ships. You should get the gift card right in your account. So then you can take that and save it or start buying parts for your new quad, get batteries. I mean, they're doing some good deals here. The Flywheel Explorer deal there for $140 gift card. That is a fantastic deal. You could buy that Flywheel Explorer, take that $140, turn around, and then buy the lithium ion pack that'll let it run for 30 minutes. I think that thing runs around like $60 or something like that. And then you can get yourself some lipos with it. So that's the high def version. That's the DJI version. So that's a really, really good deal. You know, consider the fact that, okay, a DJI CADX Vista setup is around like $160. They're practically giving you that almost with that gift card. They're practically making that free with that gift card.
What I like is like they're telling you, look, we're giving you $140 free, and then if you look over here on the right, here's how to spend your $140.
Exactly. Look at all right. You can get a whole bunch of parts. You can, if you don't have a charger or something like that, you can get that stuff. I mean, they're just really, really good deals through RDQ. So that's who seems to have the best deal on things right now. Some of the FPV sites are not putting out their Black Friday stuff yet. The other one I wanted to look at was Newbie Drone. They've got some Black Friday stuff up that I think is worth looking at. Okay, so they've got Thanksgiving flash sales, and one of their flash sales is going to be one of them was the CADX Vista kit. The other one, they had the Mosquito drone up. I think that was a new one. There's their little new Mosquito drone, and I think they had 20% off of that. So they're basically doing like a flash deal every day. Oh, there's some of the deals right there. So they're rotating deals. They change every day, and yeah, it's worth looking at.
Wait a minute,
look at deals.
Okay, so showing the regular price as $100. I got to bring this up. See if I'm reading.
Let me see that. Let me see what they're doing there.
Look at this. Look at it. Compare at $135.
Yeah.
Now the new price on sale. $134.99.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they're doing. I'm not sure why they're doing that. I will say that the Runcam Phoenix is a less desirable camera. I probably wouldn't go for that. But they were selling the original OG CADX Vista with DJI camera for $131, and that was a good deal. That was going on the other day. They may end up bringing that back, but
there's the original air unit right there.
Right, and see that Vista kit there?
Yeah, right there.
Right in the middle? They were selling that for $131 with the coupon code Thanksgiving Vista. So that was the other day. Now,
So
they
keep
may
an
put that
eye
back
on-
up, but
Keep an eye on the site.
keep an
daily.
eye on their rotating deals because they've had some good ones come up. And it's a
very
new
cool.
one every day. So just subscribe to their email
drone.
notifications. Today's flash sale, let's see. Oh, yesterday's was on a soldering iron, the TS80 soldering iron. So it's worth subscribing and checking them out. Both of them are really, really reputable vendors here in the United States. And, if you got any problem with your stuff,
Thanks, Mark.
pretty much they'll take
We
care
really
of
needed
you.
it. Thanks, Mark. Did you find any toe jam? I don't know why I said that. Sorry. I'll slap myself. Okay, next. Okay, we did the FPV portion.
Yep, FPV's done.
And Marcus has showed us some stuff. Okay, now some people go to different websites. And I found
Johnny was
something
asking, what site is that? To clarify, it was racedayquads.com. That was the first one. And the second one was newbeedrone.com. Just in case anybody missed what sites those were.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay,
Carry on.
No, actually I can post the links. I can actually do that. Race Day Quads.
Yeah, both
It's
are
hard-
very
it actually
reputable
is-
vendors
It
here in
is
the United
Race
States.
Day Quads.
Maddie from Maddie's Drone World was telling me today how he just got what the iFlight Nazgul ordered off of there. Got that $150 off, and he's got a 5-inch 6S quad on the way. I
Hope he
mean,
has better luck than I've had.
Ooh.
oh,
Wait a minute. Go ahead, tell us, Chris.
I'm on number 3.
Oh wow.
And the last time I had to send it to iFlight in Seattle, Washington to have it repaired. They didn't replace it.
So what happened? What happened?
Brand new out of the box, John. First time I plugged my battery in, smoke. It's a binding fly kit.
Ooh.
It's ready to go.
Wow, that's shocking.
They replaced it. Did real good at replacing it. The second time I plugged it in, the flight controller was one beat, dead to the world.
Wow,
Never even put the props on it.
that's really disappointing, man.
So now then, if you want to, I haven't even unboxed it yet. It's been on my couch for a week.
Oh wow.
I'm scared to open
So-
it, kind of like Billy is about his Mavic 3.
It sounds like you need one of those short detectors before you plug it in at this point. I mean, that's what I'd be doing. Dude, honestly, that's shocking to me. Now, I actually don't have much of any iFlight products. This is the first iFlight quad that I've had. This is the Nazgul baby, and I didn't have any. This one has worked. I haven't had any trouble with it. So, but
That's what everybody said. Dobo.
it's luck of the draw sometimes, man.
I just got two shits out of the box.
Yeah. Well, at least if he orders the Race Day quads, the customer service there is really, really good, and they should take care of it.
It is good. I had no complaints of that at all. They were real nice people.
Hey Sergio, we're talking about what drones you can buy for the Christmas season and what we think might be something. Now I did see I got this. This is something. The flyer's right there. This is before I bring up mine. There's a Fred Meyer's, which is basically Kroger's on the West Coast, because everything is Kroger. I was looking like here's their flyer. See. From Fred Meyer's, and it's got kind of like toys in it. So I figured I would look through it just to see if there was actually any drones in it, and we're going to be listed for sale this year. And I was shocked. They actually are, but the prices are unbelievable for these crap drones. Let's see. Let me get up in here. See, this drone is $80. It's called the Sky Raider drone with Wi-Fi and GPS for $80. Looks to me like those are brushed motors. It looks almost like a Tello, kind of.
Tello knockoff.
Yeah.
Brian, what do you think of that? You think that's a turd?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then down we have the Skyrider Quadcopter for $39. That looks like kind of like what a SEMA X5 clone.
That
Yeah.
Skyrider used to be red. 5 years ago, it was red. I remember that thing. Yeah, it's terrible.
Even for $40, it's
smashed
terrible.
Up against the it's smashed up against the dugout in the park that Brian flies at.
Oh, that was the one? I remember that video. I remember that.
Right. Well, I always say this when I make these toy videos. I don't expect a lot, okay? But I always say this. If it don't fly good, it's no good. I don't care about the
Very
camera.
simple.
I don't care about the gestures. I don't care about this or that or the finger route and all that crap. If it don't fly good, it's no good.
Yeah, exactly.
Period.
Yeah.
Yep. And half the time, dude, even if it flies good, that stuff doesn't work anyway, sadly.
Right. I mean, those cameras, everybody knows those are. Yeah.
Like the last toyish gray drone I flew was the JJRC, the X-17, and that one flew great. But when I tried the gestures and tried all that, none of it worked. It was just like,
I hate that gestures crap. I just hate it.
well, yes, people who want that stuff though, and they try to sell it based on that. Oh, see, no, that was a good one. Yeah, that was a good little toy.
Yeah, these are awesome for like $20. You can get them all day off of like Chinese sites.
Right.
Oh yeah, I think those are like $10 now, honestly, on Banggood.
Yeah, so see,
E009.
those are great for getting people started. You can fly them in your house. They don't really tear things up. You can razz your pets to crazy with them because they just love them.
Well, the E009 is $12.99 right now, shipped with 3 batteries. So, I mean, those things are always good stocking stuffers, good to get people in the hobby.
Yeah. So
I took one, and I took one. I threw a little FPV camera on it. Even it flew okay.
Well, so that's like okay. That's here. Let me get on to what I was going to do. There's this. This is one of the places that I go to, and anybody, you're welcome to throw it up in the chat. Why does Mark not have a wrench? What the hell? All right, took care of that shit. Okay, so. It's one of these sites that I go to, like looking for toys or something like that. Of course, I tell my wife that, it's something I might give the grandkids, and my grandkids don't like drones at all. They would rather have crawlers and shit like that. They don't want drones. Yeah, it's like I'm kind of like Bryan. It's Grandpa and these weird drones, and he's just outside, and he won't let us play with them. Well, I wonder why.
You gonna go play with his buddy
my grandson keeps going, Grandpa, let me have the controller, and I'm like,
Negative.
You're 8, and I can hear it right now. But baby, he crashed my drone. And it's like this expensive, but it's your son's kid and it's your grandson. And I'm gonna be like, but can I get another drone? Not for 6 months.
Well, we know how the Mavic 3 crashes based on some recent videos. So
anyway, so let me get this.
So yeah.
So this is myvipon.com. So let me, and they've got like the little inexpensive toys, so you can see right here. Let me go back to where are you? There. Put us down here at the bottom. And so you can see they're the little inexpensive drones. Ordinarily, like I was talking about earlier, these drones will be like $25, $15, but with.
Bill, back up a second.
What?
Bring the page back up.
What? Oh, did I do something?
So now these are all still run through Amazon, right? Basically, Vipin gives the Amazon coupon codes, right?
Yeah.
So if it's a turd or whatever, you can send it back to Amazon.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
There's why.
And Amazon has an extended return period too. January 31st, you can return stuff right now. So it's actually a great time to buy from Amazon.
Okay, so Bryan, what were you wanting to say?
The kid with the blonde kid with the drone about to hit him in the face. That's why kids don't play with drones. Right there. He's about to get hit in the face with the drone.
Oh, yeah. But actually, see, that has sensors on the bottom, and as he sticks his hands up, it'll move the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
That's what they were trying to get across with that image, but it almost looks like he's avoiding it.
It does look like he's like, oh my God, my fingers! So, like I said, you can see, and of course, they're trying to tell you, like, some of them are $400, and they're trying to say, you're getting a great deal at $50. Actually, you're getting a so-so deal. But for, some of these actually, like, let's see what you look like here. Is that one of the little bitty ones? Yeah, that's one of the little guys. So I would tend to trust them because it might even, no, I don't see it. I wish it had optical flow. That's another thing we've talked about before, why they took optical flow off a lot of these little tiny drones. Because they work so good on these little bitty drones. But anyway, this is one of the sites. It's called My Vipon. Let me throw this one up in the chat. Copy. You can go check it out yourself. So, and you just type in drone. I think there's another one called, what is it? Promopure.com is another one. There's 3 or 4 of them that you can go, and they give you these Amazon-like links. Basically, they all kind of have the same similar kind of toys and stuff. But then another place I go to, a lot of you might know about, is called slickdeals.net. I had actually posted a link from them earlier in Coast to Coast Drones. Let's see.
That's a great site to find deals all around.
Yeah, all around.
I'm actually looking on here for 3D printer stuff.
Oh, okay, cool. So you can come back over here, and then I've typed in drones. You can see up here at the top, I've typed in drones for the search on slickdeals.net. And you come down here, and one of the first things that shocked me, as you can see right here, DJI Pocket 2 Creator Combo refurbished and a $40 Newegg gift card. It's $379, and they give you free shipping. And that's what a brand new. It's a $5.99 package, I believe.
I saw that as well, Bill. That's a great deal.
It is.
My finger was trying to hit that. But the thing that's attractive to me about that is that also that kit comes with the wireless mic, which is huge.
Yep, it is. It's awesome. And then, John, we were also talking, if you come down here and you look, it says DJI Mavic Air 2 Fly More Combo refurbished, but for $729, you're getting 3 batteries, a bag, a charger. That's, and it's a Mavic Air 2, which is still.
And I love my Mavic Air 2. It's still a great drone. That's a drone that somebody could use for years, honestly,
that is
depending
an
on what they
amazing
do.
piece of tech. You just made a great point, John, and that shouldn't be lost on people. Just because it's not the latest and greatest, that Mavic Air 2 is just a phenomenal piece of tech. And what was that price again? $599 or $699? I mean, wow.
Yep.
Really? Wait a minute. So are grits fiber? Is that why? He's got me curious now, because I was like, really truthfully, so you lose 10 pounds in 3 weeks eating grits. It's called the grit diet. I'm just, so anyway, I don't know why that struck me. I just had to go back to it.
Squirrel.
Well, can't I lose 10 pounds in 3 weeks eating something I like?
Well, no sugar on grits allowed either on the grit diet.
But butter. You have all the butter.
I mean, I like grits. I can eat them, but I don't want to live on them for 3 weeks.
Yeah, to lose 10 pounds.
Are there any Black Friday deals on methods to lose 10 pounds in 3 weeks?
I don't know, but we're at that. Oh wow, we went through all that in like 35 minutes.
I know, went fast.
Hey, Bill, I missed the first part. Did y'all say anything about Walmart.com?
Oh no, we didn't mention Walmart. They got deals.
Walmart's got a hell of a damn refund program.
Ooh, tell us about it.
Buy their insurance for like $20 on a $500 GoPro, and it breaks, you send it back.
Really?
Yeah, it's not a bad deal. I've got a few things from Walmart. My router in my house went bad. I can't remember the name of the warranty, but it took a little time, but I got me another one.
So how does that work? Like when the item goes bad, you go on Walmart.com, and do they give you a shipping label or?
Yeah, you call the people you buy the warranty through. It's kind of like a third-party deal, John.
Okay.
And, it takes a little bit of time. You just can't take it to Walmart in town and say, hey, here's my receipt. Here's my toy. I need a new one. No, you got to mail it back to the manufacturer.
I was going to ask that, yeah, if it worked that way.
Yeah, it's worked for me a couple times, and I was looking at getting a GoPro, and that's exactly. I went to Walmart.com for that reason. I think for $25 you can get a 2-year warranty.
So the warranty, does it cover accidental damage to it, or no?
Everything's accidental, John.
Well, my bigger question is, if this was sent back and it was all smashed up,
Nice.
would they believe you if you told them the glass just cracked one day? I don't know what happened. I mean,
Yeah, you have to read the fine print, but I believe it takes any kind of damage.
If you cracked at 55 miles an hour.
Oh, it fell off.
yeah, it fell. Yeah, the glass cracked prematurely. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, just something to keep in the back of your mind. Walmart.com, and they got a decent warranty on things.
Gotcha.
And you can type DJI drones, and it pulls every one of them up.
They've got a lot of drones on their site.
And it's something else too that Walmart doesn't normally keep drones until right around Christmas time, and then they'll throw some in on the shelf. Since you brought that up too, Chris, Target has some of those. They have, what is it, Sky Viper or whatever?
Yeah, that's what I started on.
Vivitar drones too.
Vivitar.
That's what my Walmart has. Vivitar drones.
Yeah.
Vivitar.
Mine too.
And for like,
they're playing freeze frame in the background, and you fly it.
oh, now the thing that, did you see the thing that Gary posted in chat the other day? It was for the Grogu little helicopters. Remember that, John?
Yes.
Okay,
I sent that to Bryan.
Oh, did you order any, Bryan? The Grogu helicopters? I ordered 3. But the only reason I got 3 was because I had $10 in gift cards on Target that were about to expire. I had like $20. I actually have $50-some on my PayPal that I got from T-shirts that I had never cashed out from like 2 years ago, that they still graciously let me have the money finally. So I was like, cool. So I got them for nothing. They'll be here tomorrow.
I was actually going to get one, and then I saw a video of how they work, and I passed. And Bryan, you did a review of the Spider-Man version of that,
right?
And I came across that, and you know, that whole setup is just it's a turd, right?
They actually make a controller for those things now.
Oh, see, the ones though that they were selling on the site don't have a controller, which is unfortunate. It kind of just
you can go up to Five Below and buy a universal controller.
Oh, okay.
It just looks like a little gun. It has a trigger in with the infrared, because that's what those run on infrared. You know, you put your hand and it makes them go up and down and all that crap.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I mean,
Five Below, they sell this universal remote for those flying balls.
I didn't know that. That's good to know.
All that kind of stuff that has the infrared control, they sell a universal controller at Five Below for those.
I'll have to keep that in mind, even though I'm probably not going to buy it anyway. Because
toy gun, that's what it looks like. So.
Okay, that's good to know. Maybe you should pick that up, Bill, since you got 3 of them coming.
You throttle the trigger and it makes it go up and down. You know.
What am I getting? I'm sorry, I had my earbuds out.
So we're talking about that Baby Yoda ball thing, and Bryan was just telling us about an infrared controller, like a universal style one. It's at where? Target?
Five Below.
Five Below.
Five Below sells it. They have a universal infrared remote for those little flying balls.
Oh, never heard of Five Below. I don't understand.
Five Below is a discount store, Bill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because otherwise those
dollar store bill.
Otherwise those flying balls just go all over the place, right? And then, you know, until they hit something.
Yeah, right. That's how you say it.
Until they hit something, yeah.
They fly till they crash. That's how.
That's the main problem with them, and that's why I was kind of turned off by it. Is because I saw in yours and the other people's review that, you know, until it crashes or something happens, then it'll fly great, but then one time and it's out.
That kind of sounds like an adult movie. Flying balls.
Flying balls.
He was talking about, I still have.
Nobody forgets the tello, Patrick. Nobody forgets the tello.
Your time frame, buddy. The 70s.
I was trying. Mr. J's RC said, "Is that your shelf queen?" And I was like, "Should I put the question up, or because I'm like, I don't understand. Does anybody else understand?"
The Mavic 3 is the shelf queen, Mr. J.
Oh yes, most definitely. Mavic 3 is definitely the shelf queen. She's definitely.
Oh,
she's already asked me a couple of times why the Air 2S is out of its box. So she's like, "Why is this on the table with me?" Oh, sorry.
Alrighty then. Black Friday deals.
I went there. Holy crap! I could learn what. Oh, trust me. I'll blame it. I'll try to say if I type something and it comes out really wrong, like kiss my ass and say, "Oh, arthritis in my fingers." Oh, you're joking about the one in front. Okay, yeah, but that one's not the queen. The Mavic 3 put her in that box. Said, "Shut up! I'm gonna pin you to a board." And
At the moment, the Tello's been flowing more than the Mavic 3, actually.
Yeah, that's true. He's dead right. He's actually true. But and then the Tello hasn't been flown in 8 months, probably.
The Tello's a nice drone.
Chris, I didn't know you had a Tello.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was something that was on Slick Deals for, what was it, $69 a refurb Tello. And I think it came with, and I got to look at it, I think it came with 2 extra batteries. So for $69, you get 45 minutes of flight time and a pretty decent little drone with optical flow. So, that's not too bad.
You know what I've always wondered about that Tello, Bill, is that the Tello has good video, it's jello free, etc. If they can do that with that little bitty Tello, why can't some of these toy drones that are selling $200-$300 drones? Why can't they do it?
Because they don't want to spend the money.
I guess.
Chip shortage.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sure. Chip shortage.
I think it's weirder that a lot of them don't come with micro SD cards anymore. That's just blows my mind how, 4 or 5 years ago, we were buying SEMA X5Cs, and that came with a camera that had an SD card, and now
Chris,
the cards are just disappearing.
Look. Everybody plug in.
All right, plug it in.
Wait.
Oh,
That won't be good. I can tell you from experience that won't be
I
good.
can tell you too from experience. It ain't plugging. Hey, John, you know them little neck fans?
It's
Oh
look,
yeah,
it works.
dude,
See?
I love
Beard
that
power.
thing.
It works.
I use that neck fan all summer, man.
It works. See, beard power works. It works.
I wore it at Ken's birthday party there in Minefield.
They look They look goofy. They look like there's no way this thing works. But you told me to pick one up, and I did. And honestly, for flying, it's great. I would almost say for its intended use, which is running around, it kind of sucks because the thing kind of just bounces around on your neck. But when you're just sitting in a chair, it just stays put and cools you off.
That's kind of cool. I'm glad somebody brought that up. If anybody doesn't know, Ken has another channel where he goes and he reviews this literally POS pieces of shit cars, and it's hilarious. Because they actually, if it'll drive and it'll run, they'll drive it. So it's pretty funny. If y'all haven't checked it out, get over there and Ken.
What is the channel called?
Yeah, really.
Wait a minute, I'm trying to give him. I thought he was a moderator. Post a link for your piece of POS channel, please, Mr. Heron. Mr. Heron.
I don't know if anybody saw Ken's video. I think it was the other day or something. He did one of them drone crash compilation videos.
Yeah, he does good
It's
video.
pretty funny.
I found it.
The best part in there was the one the lobster was coming over for the drone that went in the water, and the lobster came over to get it. It was quite funny. It was quite funny.
I just found it. Just search for POS car reviews, and it's right up there.
We'll link it up
I
there.
can't believe the camera ran that long for that lobster to come over there and get down on that drone. It was Ken called it he was doing the overdub of the voice, and he said, "Oh no, it's a monster." It was
Ken just posted the link there.
We're good.
Just subscribed.
Yeah, I was. They're funnier than hell, man. Because then they'll go out and they'll find one and they'll be like, "Well, wonder if it runs," and then But I was actually surprised how good. What was it I was watching? I think it was like an older car, like an Audi or something. I can't remember exactly. And it actually ran really well once they got it started. Because the only thing that was really bad on it was the battery. And, well, they said the brakes were a little squishy. But other than that, I think they were like shocked. Maybe even been, what was it? Was it? I can't remember what it was.
It was a Jetta.
Oh, yeah, it was a Volkswagen. Right, you're right, yeah. But I was stunned how good it rode and how good it drove. So, but that was kind of cool. Something neat that we all kind of like seeing stuff like that. And it was kind of a cool idea to, It's too bad. You need to do some social media. You need to start you a POS Facebook group, Ken.
You know the car lots in the bad part of town that sell those kind of cars. You know the cars that are just right next to death. I always thought that was a cool name. They call them shot lots because they're shot.
Yeah,
Shack.
Hey,
Well,
They're
is
shit
well.
lots.
That
those
is
kind of
well.
cars got me through my 20s.
Oh,
Hey, man.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm going to tell y'all straight up. My first car was hand me down from my grandma, but it was a pretty damn good car because it was a Dodge Duster. Ooh.
Plymouth Duster, Dodge Dart. Not to get quibbly here. Plymouth Duster, Dodge Dart.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well,
Don't you wish you still had it?
okay, it was. I
Duster.
don't remember which model it was then.
Super Duster or
Oh,
Yeah.
it was
Gold-
just
Gold
it was a Duster.
That's a vacuum, Ron.
So anyway,
The Super Duster.
the Super Duster.
I had a
Oh, my
55
goodness.
Ford with a Ron Brown special, 3 on the tree.
yeah, you gotta get through the tree.
Oh, cool, Ken.
I used to that was the delivery van when I used to work for a place called Telstar TV Rentals, and we had a van that had the stick was on the column.
3 on the tree.
You know, so
Yeah.
Squirrel.
In, down for first gear.
No, they don't make them like that anymore, do they, Marcus?
oh
Ooh.
wow! I could have told you where you could have gotten one for free, but it's in Virginia. But you didn't tell me you needed a fire engine. Anyway, oh yes, I had what was it? It was one later on, the Aspen.
The Aspen.
Oh,
Whoa, loudy. Whoa.
Isn't that the same car? And wasn't the same Valari Aspen? Weren't they the same car?
Valari, yeah, was
No.
it Valari and Aspen? Yeah.
Yeah, and it had the
Valari
slant
was the
six,
Plymouth and Aspen was the
I had
Dodge.
some old
and it
ones.
had the slant six in it. Man, the motor that never would die.
Right, that thing would go forever.
Dude,
yeah.
my 63 Plymouth Valiant had a slant 6.
Yeah, that was.
And Ron, 3 on the tree.
How, did it go forever?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Let me see. I think he was still in here. Let's see. I wanted to give everybody a heads up because we're getting towards we're heading into squirrel land. I've noticed. Of course, I'm the one that seems to always instigate squirrel mode. I was looking for his Lone Star Aerials. I don't want to say his name wrong. I don't want to. Is it Jerry or Gary? But anyway, his channel used to be called Flight of the Mini, and when Chuck was on with us, he had a night that was Chuck Picks, and he introduced me to this channel, and he's been in Coast to Coast Drones, and he's followed the channel and been on for a while. He's going to be on with us next week, and he's going to, I might invite a couple more people on. And of course, everybody that's here on the panel tonight's more than welcome to come up next week. We're going to kind of have like a Thanksgiving special. I know some people won't be here because they're going to be preparing their dinner and stuff. But I figured we could come on next week and just kind of talk about what we're thankful for, and how we, because everybody's talking about how great the community is, how tight the community is, how inclusive the community is. And on that note, there was some things that have been floating around that I wanted to bring up. There's two events going on in Florida, right? There's the Ray Kelly and Johnny and all them. They're having theirs, I believe, early in the month. I think it's like April 6th or something. And then James Boyd and his group, they're going to have another one towards the end of April. And the reason he's having it at the end of April is because it's going to be after spring break. It's going to be after Bike Week. And plus, he's already got a hotel down there where he's in and can get people discounts. And I think they're planning their late event meetup down there is actually going to be like 2 or 3 days long. I do believe that Johnny and them, there we go. I saw him pop up here, Lone Star Aerials. He'll be with us next week. You can see he's got the new logo. It's no longer Flight of the Mini. So he'll be with us next week, and we're going to talk about his channel change. We'll just talk about, how thankful we are for the community, because I know a lot of people have been really depressed, and the community itself has kind of helped pull them out of being depressed and stuff. So, we'll kind of talk about those kind of things. Wait a minute. You're what? I'm getting my CDL.
Commercial driver's license, Bill.
Yeah, I got that part, but I was trying to figure. So he's getting a commercial driver's license just so he can drive to Minefield.
In the fire truck, Bill.
Okay, cool. All right.
I'm buying me a
Oh,
Christmas present. Hang on, sir. Sorry.
Yeah. So, but anyway, there's two different events going on, and Ray posted. Where did he put the date? Did you get the date, John? There we go.
Did
The
they get
second
what?
annual South Florida meetup is April 2nd, 2022, and I will get with James. We'll get him on here soon and let him talk about that. I don't know for sure if Mitch is still involved with the other event, but I do know that James and them have already gotten their area to set up and everything. Like I said, Jim's already got it worked out to get people hotel discounts. They're working on getting some vouchers and stuff worked out for them, I do believe. So, oh, wait a minute. Now, Ray is saying that they're also doing a 3-day event with 2 days of flying and fishing on that Monday, too. Is that your event? What you're saying? Okay. Place it here is, okay. So here's the other event is April 22nd of 2022. So there we go. But yeah, okay. And something I've said this before, but a lot of people don't know. The reason that I come on Wednesdays is because our business, we take care of developmentally disabled people. And I've worked out a deal. We have someone that cares for my daughter. This is the only night of the week I can do this. I'd love to be on other people's show. It takes an act of Congress for me to work it out so that I can be on other people's shows. I'd love to be on everybody's show. That's why I try to jump into everybody's chats and stuff as much. But this is the only day I can do this. So that's why, I don't want people thinking that I'm snubbing people. I'm not rich. I don't have $1 million in the bank. I don't jet to North Carolina and New York and all this. I barely leave Everett.
You just bought the Mavic 3.
No.
I sold a ton of stuff so that I could get. I sold the Mavic 2. I sold. Get this, and you won't ever hear me say this again. I got rid of the Fly Faith 2 once and for all.
Wow, really?
Yes, it's gone.
Now,
Wait.
It's the house.
Stop
What
right
did you
there
get
just
for
a
it?
second. Bill,
What?
you've got a statue of a Ferengi right behind you, so you know all the laws of business, and you're trying to tell me you're not a millionaire?
Oh, the laws. What do you mean the laws of business?
You got,
Ooh, shots
a
fired.
Ferengi right behind you.
Yeah, I know I have a Ferengi right behind me.
Yeah.
He's collectible too. Wait a minute. I don't think it still works. Wait. Believe it or not, I got him at the Goodwill store. I wish Michael Wright was here.
The Ferengi are all rich. We know that. And Bill,
But, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I just put my ears back in.
It's okay not to play down your wealth.
What do you mean not to play down your wealth?
It's a Ferengi. We know. Anybody that has a bust of a Ferengi is good at business. And
Oh, okay, I get it. No faith in. No, I actually, I just this comes from the immortal thought of Ron Brown. A drone on the shelf is a dying drone, and so you need to get it out there with somebody that's wanting to fly it. And the guy that got it from me was overly enthusiastic about getting it. He was really, really happy to have it. So I was like, yay, But I did explain to him the issues I had about downloading the firmware and how, different softwares flagged it every time. And that finally, when the last one flagged every time I did it, I just wasn't gonna do it anymore. I was like, nope, I'm not gonna install it anymore. But I thought after 4 years of inactivity, it was just automatically re-intact. It was like having a hymen all over again. Oh, I'm sorry.
Demonetized.
Demonetized again.
Wait, no, I used proper wording and verbiage. There was not a damn thing wrong with what I said.
There goes our paycheck again.
Charles,
Yeah, exactly, Lon.
Charles got it right. Charles got it right. The laws of acquisition. I'm sorry, Charles. I couldn't remember that.
Oh, okay. Now, to be honest with you, I never watched that series of Star Trek that much. I just happened to see this sitting in there, and I told my wife, I was like, ooh, if it still works, it's worth money.
Akarasho says you're the Grand Nagus.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll work. That'll work. I can do that. So anyway.
Hey, Marcus, did you intentionally leave the Fly Faith off of your list you read earlier?
Yeah. Well, you saw what what Kelly Shores had to say about that C-Fly.
He gave it away but I saw it.
And a second.
It looked like a hot potato floating around the room.
He did. He said, "Somebody please take this."
Well, see, the thing about what he and I had been talking back and forth, and if I was coming down there, I was going to fix it for him, and then he was going to review it and still give it away. But I told him I was not coming. He said, "Thank God I can give that thing away." That's all he said was, "Thank God I can give it away." Because I was like, "No, I can fix it. I can promise. It's not that bad of a drone. Everything works." And and he was like, "I really want to give it away, but okay, if you're going to do it, then yeah, okay." But then the minute I said I wasn't coming, he's like, "Oh, thank God." And I was really happy to see it go too. I'm not going to lie, because it's a toy drone. It's I would put it in line. I don't know, never having flown one, I'd say like a Xeno 2. But the camera was really good. All the stuff in the app they got working, although some of it was kind of inverted. It didn't work the way it was, intended. But once you figured out that it was, exposure settings were opposite of what they would normally be, like when you would hit a negative, it would get really bright. So, and then when you hit a positive, it would get really dark. So I was like, I think they're just flipped. So, but it was just little quirky things like that. But when I kept getting, first off, the site would get hit, and then McAfee would say no, and then I would try to download something, and then 2 or 3 different ones would do it. I even discussed with John, "Do you want to check it out?" And John's like, "No, man, everything online says no, so no, don't go near it." So that was when I just stopped.
John has plenty of experience with the original C-Fly Faith, so he. Yeah.
Well, the thing that shocked us about it was how they actually put, where you could update the firmware, which stunned me. You actually plugged into the motherboard and everything. And Ron, did you not say you needed to take off, my friend? Should I let you have the floor for a moment?
Yeah, thank you, Bill. I want to thank everybody that joined us in the chat tonight, and our big panel here. Thanks everybody for joining the show tonight. I have to run a little early tonight. Sorry I didn't have more good buys and stuff like that, but I'm sure we will. If we found any,
we're just glad to have you here, Ron. We love you.
Good night, everyone.
Wow, we got some ASMR going on here. You take care, Ron.
You too. Thank you very much, Ron. Glad to see you.
Drone therapy ASMR.
And it's that time of day where
there goes the phone
rings. It's time for the clients to get their phone calls for their rides for the next day.
Absolutely.
And the next client up for bids here on The Price is Right. Oh, she came in. That was my wife. She came in and ran away again. I've tried to get her. This is what you all need to start sending. We'll start telling that we need my wife on camera. I've begged her 2 or 3 times to actually just come in. She can sit right there. We could be on cam together. And she's like, "No, they don't want to see me." And I'm like, "Trust you, they want to see you more than they do me." Because my wife's pretty. She don't look like me.
Thank God.
And then everybody be like, they hear my wife for 5 minutes and go, "Why haven't you divorced him yet?" I don't know. Costs too damn much money now.
Oh.
No, I was just yes, I went there for myself. Anybody got anything to say or want to talk about what's coming up with him? Release new videos on your channels or anything? I do believe Bryan said something about, do you have 2 videos coming out tomorrow? Bryan?
Me? Yeah, I do. Well,
okay,
I got one.
Oh, one.
There will be a second one, and it's just a real good comparison of the Air 2 and the Air 2S while I'm flying miles out to sea following a cruise ship. And I'm pretty sure you will be able to tell which drone is which, believe me. So I thought it'd be pretty interesting.
Well, we were talking, 12 megapixels as opposed to 20?
Pretty much.
Yeah, so. But did you see what Sean said he had to make the comment about? But my wife just doesn't, she wants to do like, what do you got? What are you opening up, Chris?
I'm opening up the third bird.
The third bird is hopefully not
Are we going to plug it in live?
Yes, that'd be cool. Did you hear what I said? He's opening the third bird that hopefully is not a turd.
That's right.
You know what? You could use this live stream as evidence as well, in case you need to. I mean, it's all here.
Yeah, in case it shorts out.
Yeah.
We have the full-blown audience to determine.
Oh, yeah.
I have some.
Ta-da.
iFlight is now on notice.
No, that's sharp looking.
It does look good, man.
Well, this is the third one. I've yet to put the props on the first one.
Yellow.
Well, hang on a second here.
Howdy.
Ta-da.
All right.
Don't catch your beard on fire.
It's okay. I got a fire extinguisher over in the corner.
All
Check
right.
that metal strap.
All right.
All right, it works.
It works.
Watch that metal strap, dude. That metal buckle there is awful damn close to the flight controller.
It's off now.
Wait a minute. Could that have had a problem with the others?
You know, I didn't have this kind on the other one.
Oh.
They changed it. Well, it passed smoke test, John.
Very good. Hopefully,
So I'll put it
it all works this time. Maybe,
So
what's this, the third one?
You've already gotten further than the other two?
Third time's
Exactly.
the charm.
Woo! Here live on Drone Therapy.
There we go. Awesome.
Maybe we should open more drones on Drone Therapy. Maybe that's going to be more beneficial.
Yeah. Anything to help, man. I've been wanting to fly this thing. I got the DJI goggles back in August.
Damn it, I thought they were done
before
ringing.
my birthday.
Oh, wow. So you've been waiting a long time to get in here, huh? I really hope it works out for you, man.
We wants to, yeah. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Corey, what's
Hey,
up?
what's going on, man?
Okay, you got put up a new sunrise video overlooking. You can throw a link up if you want to. See, okay, that's another thing. We may go back to doing that. We may go back to showing some people's videos. But the problem is about showing videos on your channel is if somebody gets pissed off at you 2 months down the road and you've had their videos on your channel, next thing you know, YouTube says, oh, you have a copyright strike because you got da-da-da-da. Or they're using sound from like Epidemic Sound or one of your other companies. And then when you show it on your channel and that music plays and you don't have a subscription to that channel, you get flagged. So it's not, I mean, I'd love to play people's videos. The only problem is I had only one really rough situation to where I had someone on the channel, had played their videos, and then they got mad at me later on. And then YouTube was like, oh, you're getting a copyright strike for having this on your channel. So I literally had to just delete the whole show. And it was one of the drone therapies. So anyway, that's part of why I don't show them. And I know, and that's I'd love to, as long as everybody was all hunky dory with it, but I don't want. That's why I don't want to come back on me. Let's see. Now,
You're better off not doing it.
Yeah,
I've actually seen that with on other channels.
Yeah, and I always try to do something.
Two best friends, and then 3 months later they hate each other, and the guy files a copyright strike.
Yeah,
yeah. I've actually seen it already. So I mean, it's just not worth it.
Yeah. So and I always try to do something a little different because it seems like all the drone shows do, pretty much the same thing. And I guarantee you, not another drone show on any day of the week has squirrel moments like we do. So
absolutely, it's a unique feature.
Yes, give in to your inner squirrel. That's what I will say from now on. Give in to your inner squirrel.
You're good with gravy. I know that much.
Yep. Oh yeah, I haven't actually. I don't know. Because the only ones I had was when I was a lot younger, and they had shot in them, and they didn't get all the shot out. So you're like, oh yeah, yeah.
Happens with pheasant and ducks and
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy, hopefully no one clips that. What you just did there.
Clip. Oh, what me doing the?
Yeah. I'm just kidding. Don't worry.
I don't get it. Somebody probably will. You done gave everybody an idea. Everybody's like, quick, go back, get it. All right,
You're
so
still talking my language now. Dressing.
Like I said, there we go.
Geeks Vaughn will clip it, that's for sure.
Okay. And John, thank you for really making sure that if he didn't already, now he drew his attention to it even more, and he'll do it. So he'll go back up and go, get that clip, and John go, thank you. Oh wait, Johnny.
I look like I'm turning red, but honestly, my camera is just all over the place.
Look at John is advertising for Johnny's channel. Get your Johnny Drone Flyer shirt today.
Johnny Drone Flyer. I'm missing my Idaho hat. I don't have my Idaho Quadcopter hat.
Don't worry, he
didn't pay me, so honestly, Johnny sent a check this week. Marcus didn't, so.
Oh, look at this! My show is nothing but squirrel moments. Yes. And your show is always interesting, Lloyd. That's why I like dropping by. Because
actually, I want to give credit to the quality of the Idaho Quadcopter hat because I washed mine, accidentally, mixed in with a bunch of towels, and it got bent to hell, but it is fine. It pretty much came out just fine.
Well, I want to announce something right now, and John Cuppi doesn't know this, but but I won a prize at Spin Up. It was the name of the book was the guide FPV, all about FPV guide.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, John, I put that in a box and I sent it to you. It's autographed and everything. I sent it to you.
Oh, wow.
It should have been there by now. I sent it on the 12th.
Oh, wow.
But even better, John, I included one of the rare gray Idaho quadcopter caps in the box.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Very
wow,
cool,
man. Hey, I haven't checked the mail.
That
today.
book is awesome too, man.
Maybe it's sitting out there.
It's like the history of FPV or something.
It is.
Yeah, that's exactly
about
what it
FPV. Yeah,
it was awesome. That's and autographed by the author.
The
right?
author. And here's the thing: I want it, and I thought, okay, geez, I'll. But I realized I'm never gonna read that thing. I don't read stuff that I really, really, really want to read. So I thought, who's going to get more use out of it? And boom, in a box and off to Cuppi it went. So
there we go. Cool. And Patrick says he has a rare blue one. So
he does. That's right. That's even more rare than the gray one.
Even more rare.
Yeah.
But that's cool. That's really neat. And like I said, having watched the show and knowing what that is, I know John will be completely thrilled with that. And he's so thrilled that he left the room.
Right.
He's out front looking for it.
Yeah, he went to the mailbox to see if it's there right now.
I can tell you,
He's at the
it's
kitchen
not
table
there.
right now with a knife. He's at the kitchen table. He's hanging it open right now.
I checked the tracking on it, and it's in Kansas City or something right now.
So it's not there yet.
Okay.
All right, so it's just not there.
Well, at least it's in Missouri.
Yeah.
You've seen the Float State FPV. John took off, Corey. I don't know. John, I know you got your buds in. Corey wanted to know if you've seen the Flow State FPV drone documentary. So you can answer when you get back. It'd be cool if earbuds actually had a little microphone on them. He could be, I'm like 5 feet from the mailbox. I'm opening the mailbox. Oh, it's not here.
He's probably going, Marcus is full of it. He just teasing me.
Nah, I don't think he is. I don't think he.
So I sent it that 2-day express mail, right? Guaranteed 2 days. Well, it's been like 6 days now. Anyway.
Yeah, 2 days.
Okay, this is the gentleman. This is one of the gentlemen that's going to join us. I think I may holler at Chuck and see if he wants to come on. And then, like I said, any of you guys is more than welcome to come on. Chris, Bryan, John, you all are regulars. You're welcome any moment. Bryan, if you're not busy, and it's I know you probably got Thanksgiving stuff going on. I just figured I'd we'll do something like that. But he wants to come on and tell everybody about how he's changed the name of his channel. I thought it would be cool because his channel has grown to the point he's doing all this stuff. So, he's going to come on. He'll be with us next week. So we'll be introducing him to everybody again. And he's going to take his first attempt at live streaming, and we'll see how that goes. Yes, Marcus.
Can you put his link in the chat?
Yeah, you go ahead and throw your link up. Like I said, okay. Is it Gary? I don't want to say the wrong thing. So it seems like it's like Geary.
It may be Jerry.
It could be Jerry too. Yeah, you're right. There you go. That's good. That's what I'm saying.
I've seen his name more on Facebook, and I know him by name rather than his.
Okay, Gary. Gary, where are you from, Gary? What part of Texas you from? If you're from Texas,
he is from Texas.
Marcus, I just checked my mail, and there were 2 packages in the mailbox, but there was nothing from you.
I tried to stop you. I looked at the tracking. It's in Kansas City, John.
Oh, okay. So I'll probably get it tomorrow.
Okay,
yeah, I really appreciate that, man.
Corey had a question for you too, John.
I'll show that maybe next week then if I come on.
Did I lose it?
That's cool.
But
no, I tell you what though, about the hat again, it held up.
He wanted to know.
Again.
He wanted to know.
It's a good hat. I still have mine.
I did not get a chance to see that. No, Corey. No.
I just thought it was.
I will eventually.
So basically, hats that you get in the mail, if you wash them once, they implode. Is that your implications by saying that you finally washed it and it stayed intact?
Well, sometimes they do. I know what he's talking about. Have you ever thrown hat in the wash and it just disintegrates? Yeah.
I haven't had that happen. I've had a tie-dyed shirt that the dye literally just washed off after one wash. So, but I've never had a hat explode.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at it in the wash, and keep in mind, it was mixed in with a whole bunch of towels and stuff because I had just picked it up. It was I left it on the bathroom floor, so I thought the worst had happened to it, honestly. But
By the way,
yeah, it came out fine. The bill isn't made of cardboard; it's made of hard plastic, so it just recovered, pretty much fully recovered.
When it comes to a ball cap, except for Chris's hat, the best way to clean them, honestly, is to put them on the top shelf in the dishwasher and don't use the heat setting. It keeps their shape. It'll get them as clean as anything. I've been doing that for years.
Yeah, see, that's interesting you bring that up because I was actually looking for how the hell do people actually clean them? Because honestly, I've been wearing that hat for too long without it being cleaned. So it was
video on YouTube. I got it.
What I do is
I'm gonna have to look.
When I start the sprinkler in the lawn, I just stick it on top of the sprinkler head. For about 10 minutes.
That's what I said. I was going to say, yeah, Bryan.
Got the drone pool.
Man, I like your shirt.
I got one of those as well.
That's why I was sniffing my hat. Still doesn't need to be washed yet.
Still doesn't need to be washed yet. Well, Bill, you have to do more. You have to get out in the summer and do more flying, and then sweat. You'll sweat, and then you'll have to wash it. That's why mine had to be washed because I'm just flying constantly all summer long.
Okay.
I'm just messing with you.
I realized what shirt Bryan had on. That's why I went and grabbed my hat real fast because it's actually I rotate my hats, and it's actually when it's in rotation. I actually wear this one out when I'm going shopping and stuff. And I've had actually a couple people look at me and go, "Where'd you get that hat?"
Well, I usually only wear my Idaho Quadcopter hat when I'm flying Xenos. Okay.
Oh,
Good for you, Bryan.
Okay.
Well,
Good
it's
for
not,
you.
I trust me. I would be wearing an Idaho Quadcopter hat, but Marcus and I keep missing each other because he's like, "Dude, what are you going to do? Let me send you a hat." And we just keep missing each other. So, but yes,
I've asked you for your address about 10 times, Bill.
And I thought I had given it to you, and I thought I thought I had, but anyway, it's not that big a deal. But like I said, that's the only reason he has offered. I don't want anybody to think that he hasn't. Yeah. So I will hopefully have one soon. Anyway,
bingo.
Let's see. Is anybody okay? So we've already talked. Bryan's covered it. He's got some new videos coming out, or new video comparing the Air 2 and the Air 2S. Anybody else got anything new coming out? Want to discuss before we sign off?
Well,
I threw the
Mavic video coming out for that shows you how to unbrick that Hubsan Xeno controller if yours bricks.
Oh wow!
Okay, so I got to tell you, Brian. I got to tell you my story. So I was updating last night, and halfway through the update process with the controller, it stopped.
Oh no!
But it gave me a little dialog box. It just said, "Hey, please start over again," and I did, and it was fine. And I went out and tested it today, Bryan, and I really think it's better.
It's what they have you do to unbrick this controller is wow. I mean, it's really wow. It's not hard, but they send you off to this Chinese website, and then you got to get permissions for your phone to sideload this APK, and then you got to plug the controller into your phone. So what you got to do is you got to plug your phone into the controller, and then you got to turn the phone around and scan that QR code on the back of that with the camera while it's plugged into the controller with the phone.
Wow! Wow!
Hey,
and I'm telling you,
Bryan, come on! You want to say it? You're going to say it anytime now.
Come on, Bryan.
It's a Xeno.
It's a Xeno.
There you go. I knew it was coming.
But it worked. It worked. And what I'm going to do in this video is basically just put this video out there so if it happens to you or somebody else, they can look at the video. You won't have to contact Hubsan if you watch my video. Because all you have to do is scan the QR code I put up on the screen, because that's exactly what Hubsan's going to send you. They're going to do the same thing. So you don't even have to bother contacting them. All they do is Hubsan, you just send them, say, hey, my controller brick. they're going to send you a picture of a QR code. They don't tell you what to do with it. They don't say nothing else in the email. They just send you the picture. That's it. That's all they do.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So you got to look at it and go, oh, okay, I guess maybe I should scan that.
Wow, that's wild.
That's freaky, too.
They're
asking you to put a lot of faith in Hubson by scanning that damn thing, too.
Oh, it's going to happen to some people, so I think your video is going to end up helping a lot of people, because you won't be the last one for that to happen to, I tell you that.
Even though I didn't even think that it did anything to the controller, because I was just updating the drone. But anyway, so what it did was it wiped out the serial number on the controller. That's what the update did. God. It killed the serial number of the controller. So when I went to put them together and turn it back on, it said controller not found, or please, it said please use controller that came with the drone. That's what it said.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go. But now this one here is kind of funny, and I wanted to bring this up. Now, if I wear a hat too long without washing it, it suddenly disappears, and I can't find it. And then I'll ask my wife in like 6 or 8 months. I'll be like, "Baby, where's my hockey hat at, or where's my Kraken hat at?" And she'll be like, "Oh, is that one with the S on the front?" Well, you would never wash it, so I packed it away, and so I didn't have to smell that thing anymore. The next thing I know, she'll whip it out, and then she'll be like, "You got to wash this, or it's going back in the box." So that's when I actually have to break down and wash them. So that's why I was doing the sniff test. I was like,
"Yeah."
Okay,
once they start smelling like a donkey, you have to wash
you know. All right, let's see. Marcus, do you have any new videos coming out you would like to speak about?
Well, that Xeno Mini Pro update video coming up, and then I flew the Mavic 3 today at Lucky Peak Reservoir, so I'm sure I'll put together a video on that one as well.
Very cool, very cool. John, do you have any new videos coming out?
I'm not working on anything specifically. I've got actually a few different ideas for some videos that I want to make, so we'll see what happens. Yes and no.
Okay,
yes and no.
Pay attention to John's channel for very soon to be updates in the near future.
Probably going to give my opinion on these Sky Zone analog goggles, because I've had them for like 4 or 5 months now, and I think I can finally review them, because these are now my daily driver, so to speak.
Oh, so that's actually good. So is that
they've 100% replaced my Fat Shark goggles that I was using before.
So those are analog goggles?
Correct, yes.
Oh, okay. So he's still living in the analog zone.
Nemo I'm living would in the be analog happy. World more these days than the DJI world.
Hey, look, Chris got in from Bluegrass Land.
Hey, Chris.
Good to see you, sir. Well, he can't make it to see us live on Wednesdays. He ends up a lot of times watching the replay, because he goes and actually records live bluegrass on Wednesdays. Ooh. So, trust me, I've already wrote his ass about that.
Bill, Metro Drones, good to see you. Jim.
Oh, yes. Hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. We've had a few people come bouncing in and out here towards the end of the show. Jim's been in and out. Like I was telling y'all earlier, make sure to know there are 2 Florida meetup events, not just one. The second event has not been postponed. It has not been canceled. If you wish to know, get your information direct. Go to All Above and Beyond Drones, either here on YouTube or on Facebook, and he can hook you up with where you need to go to check the information about this second Florida drone meetup. It's the Great Space Coast Meetup, I think they're calling it. Do you have a link for that, Jim, before we go? We're going to throw it in there? Throw the link in there? Or do you all have a link for something? Just wanted to let y'all know. Jim. I'm just a country doctor. Cuppi, do you even know?
I have no idea what that's from.
Star Trek.
Everybody else picked up on it. Dr. McCoy talking to.
I'm not a Trekkie. I'm not a Trekkie. So
did you say Trekkie? Anyway, Jim, yeah, okay, so the link, there we go, spacecoastmeetup.com. Hot Rod's already thrown it in there. Very cool, glad to see it, and everybody's saying hey. Chris, do you have any new videos or anything coming out you wanted to tell everybody about?
Just my weekly sunrise, and then whatever I can fit to throw in between. It's.
Are you gonna do a video since we've already got a good hookup and a good fire up on the new drone? Are you gonna do a video on it?
I don't do those, but this could be the first.
Maybe you could collab with John Cuppi, and he could help you out on it, man. Well, that would be a cool collab, wouldn't it?
Yeah, here we go, John. We've already collabed. He said, plug it in.
But some people might say that's what she said.
Yeah.
Just last week, I actually went out to a friend's place, and he had a Rotor Riot DJI quad. He needed to pair it to his goggles. He was struggling to get it all working, and he even had the DJI transmitter. And I helped him. I got him all set up and going, and he's been so happy. He was so happy to be able to fly that quad, man, because he'd been flying the DJI FPV drone up until that point, and it's been a break it, send it in, break it, send it in. He slammed that 5-inch into the ground like twice when he was flying on Sunday, and he walked away with a smile on his face because everything was fine. So,
oh wow!
Very cool. He's really happy. So I mean, I just went through the binding process and all that crap with DJI. So yeah, man, if you need some help.
Can I go squirrel mode for just a second, Bill?
Yeah, go for it, Marcus.
Well, I got something to show to Mr. Hope here. We talked about this the other day, and you can see how dusty it is. That's that nylon 66. I want to show you nothing in the chamber, but had this since I was 12 years old.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Very nice, man. I don't know if what they called them. My dad had bought me a gun when I was like, I think 12 or 13. And it was a replica of the Pony Express guns that had that bolt action on it that you could just like flip in your hand.
Oh, Winchester.
Yeah, and the thing about it was smaller rifle than what you would expect because it fit me perfect, right? Okay, but like an idiot, I don't know why. I think I was like 16 or 17, and I wanted some stupid something other, and I sold it for like $60, and I could kick my ass for that right now.
Winchester, that's the rifle that won the West.
Come here and I'll kick it for you.
Yeah.
Nope. All right. So since we've wound everything up, we've talked it to death. Let's see. My favorite Star Trek character is the Wookiee, Kelly Green. Ha 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 ha. Inky. Okay. So let's see. I've already told everybody. Anybody gonna say? Let's say we're good evenings. And now, first off, I will let Bryan say his good evenings, everyone. Bryan.
Once again, Bill, thanks for having me on. I do want to say something.
There we go.
Last week's show where we highlighted your local drone show.
Yeah.
Which I've done many times on my channel, on my live streams. I learned so much from how you do it. Watch out, bud.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Part of the reason that I brought it back was because you were on the show some now. And I really and truthfully, that particular platform is set up for smaller channels. Like I actually myself, I was thinking it would be a good thing to make the criteria for support your local drone channel from now on actually being less than 100 subscribers. Because the whole point of that is to get new people involved in the community, get new people exposures, because we all know how getting to that first 100 is one of the hardest struggles, and so many people give up with it. So I thought that would be a good idea. And another thing that I was talking to Mr. Michael Wright about that I thought would be a good idea for Support Your Local Drone Channel was now we will try to do state support nights. So we would have Support Your Local Drone Channel Texas, Support Your Local Drone Channel Washington, Support Your Local Drone Channel North Carolina. But in order to do those things, we would have to get enough pilots from those states to be involved and interested in doing this.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. And Ken Herron says tomorrow night he will have none other than X-Jet on the stream.
That'll be a good show.
We always like getting over there and giving him a hard time. So please make sure to get out and check that. But Bryan, most definitely, I would love to see you do more stuff on your channel, because the whole point is to build this community. We got to have exposure for them.
Oh, yeah.
We got to give them a place to feel comfortable and a place that they feel wanted and inclusive. That's why I was saying so much tonight that there are 2 Florida meetups, not just 1, but 2. And they're both a great bunch of people, and they both will be fantastic events. Please feel free to choose either one you want, or by all means, go to both. but there are two. There are two. Okay, so Bryan, you've said that about your little thing. We'll throw it over to Marcus for his good evening.
You know what? Good time to fly drones in the fall. You know, we're going to be into snow here before long. So get out there, fly what you got, fly drones, have fun.
Bryan Singleton, Mr. TR Drone. TDR
The only
Drone.
thing I'm going to say is that if you have any bricking problems with your Xeno Mini Pro, you're going to know it right away. It happens right away. So it's not like some dragged out thing where you're going to be wondering what's wrong. It happens instantly. So you're going to know. And believe me, this has happened to other people because Hubson didn't make up that picture just for me. Okay, that's their standard email they send out for whenever this happens.
Very cool. Yeah, like you said, the thing that blows my mind is that they just sent you the damn scan code, and that was no explanation to scan this. That's so messed up. That would freak me out, man. All right, and let's go to Mr. Hope.
Man, like Bill said, there's a lot of channels, a lot of shows every night of the week, and it's good to catch all of them. And Johnny Drone Flyer made up a little old TV guide or drone or show guide. So hook him up, he'll look you up, and then y'all can chase us around.
Yep, very cool. And last but not least, none other than
Thank you, Bill.
John Cuppi.
Thank you, Bill. Guys, I think it was a great show. I hope you guys found some good deals that we shared tonight, and I'm sure there will be more coming for Black Friday. But you know what? I will say this. If you're happy with the stuff you got, just fly it. Get out there and fly it. I agree with Marcus. For a lot of us, we've got, the cold closing in, the bad weather, the days are getting shorter, at least until the winter solstice. So I'm hoping spring gets here fast. But yeah, just get out and fly, have fun. In case I'm not on for next week, I want to tell everyone Happy Thanksgiving. Just here in advance. Have a fun and safe Thanksgiving. And yeah, that's about it. Always good. Bryan, it was good to see you.
Yes,
and,
it was very good to see you back on.
I'm glad you're doing the Lord's work, solving Hubson's problems for them over there. So it'll help a lot of people, though. Seriously,
exactly. That's what the whole community is about. That's what the whole community is about.
And if we don't do it, if we don't do this stuff, nobody will. And that's the truth of it with some of these companies, man.
And Bill Thomas, what's up with you?
I'm gonna try to fly the Mavic 3 Friday.
Good, man. Good. No, listen, I want to say something. I bust your balls a lot about not flying because I just want to see you fly. I want to see you get out there and get that thing up and give us some footage.
Well, the cool thing is I've actually, you all know how paranoid I am about going out with this stuff by myself, especially up here where I live at, because it seems like somebody gets shot 2 blocks away. But I have found some people here locally that I potentially could be able to fly with and do some things with. So I'm hoping here in the very near future to get some more things. And if nothing else, I do have some pretty good scenery from my backyard. And like they were talking about, it should be snowing soon. And I can always swoop off the deck and put up a drone and show something really pretty there.
Absolutely.
With that being said, I would like to say thank you to everyone that has been with us tonight. And please tune in next week for our Thanksgiving special where we're going to have Gary in with us. And he's going to talk about the change in his channel name. And then we're going to talk about Thanksgiving and spend time with family and maybe even some more drone stuff and squirrel moments and who knows what. With that being said, please tune in next week. Live long and prosper.
Good
See
night,
you next
everybody.
week.
Take care.